and this too, and we will go back to the year 2013 when I started making comics. This video is an important video because 2013 I dropped out of society. I guess I was 29, something like that. I had gone through movie school, worked for the movies. I was kind of burned out from doing my Bachelor of Arts, working for the movies, just being a functioning cog in the machine that society has become, maybe always was. I won't complain. We have cool stuff with watches, with laptops, and that's all cool, but society works on a deeper level through caring for each other and being healthy and well and taking responsibility, something we are not really getting taught. That's why I make the comic. This is not just a commercial, this is a fucking wake-up call for you. Not that you need this comics only if you're traumatized, but this is why I make art. Because like, art is here to wake you up, to scream in your face, wake the fuck up. It's freaking important. And I made this comics because I had no guidance growing up. I had no father. He died when I was young. My mother raised me alone, raised 2 children. I think you need a tribe to raise a child, or you will have a bunch of freaking childhood traumas that will ripple into adulthood and will tear your life apart, or maybe not, or maybe you will live like a robot, or yeah. And this is what this comic is about, to find out why society is the way it is, why you are the way it is. This is like American Pie meets Fight Club, something like this. So check it out on eBay and Etsy. It's a cool comic. I'm working on issue 2, issue 3. I should make a video on those so I can upload it to Etsy. If you need a cool game, a cool party game, check out Noir Werewolf down below. Sorry for the commercial, but now we get to this, and we will get to this the next. And I will do also a bunch of other reviews, like we're waiting for Superman Red Sun to be read, and I will do the review on Spider-Man Kraven's Last Hunt, which is a great book. But this book, why I have this comics here. This book was so influential. In 2013, I was, it's Batman The Dark Knight Returns, and it's Frank Miller's in the 80s, Klaus Janson and Lynn Varley. It's a masterpiece. It's a recommend. Just get it wherever you get it. I don't care. Read it. Enjoy it. It's a thick brick of a book. It's beautiful. Here we have a Lorwyn, Magic the Gathering land. That's how old I am. And yeah, it's a great book. It's a great book because it's masterfully drawn and inked and colored. Sometimes it's rather lackluster, like these are the first pages. You don't know what you're looking at until you can read it in the text bubbles. But Bruce Wayne, Batman, has gotten old. He's an old fart in a world that has gotten even more dangerous. And yeah, wait, let me tell you for a second. In 2013, I dropped out kind of society, and I thought, okay, if I'm working so much, I can work making comics for myself. Maybe I can make a living with this. And I got myself a couple of books like Eckhart Tolle, A New Earth. I got myself the E-Myth Revisited, while most small businesses don't work. And right there down below is Stephen Covey, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Really, 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 really great book. And I was kind of bitter with society because like I had given my all, and I just felt burnt out at everything I wanted to do. really didn't pan out. I was just a cog in a machine. So in 2014 I was drawing then Barbarian Adventure. Check out my videos for Barbarian Adventure or the comic. And maybe a stupid thing I did is I went like full-time artist, or took my time. I had a bit of money on the side, but I really was kind of a starving artist, and I couldn't do much. And I had broken with most of my friends, most of the societal habits, like watching sports events. I thought like there are so many important things in life while we are concentrating on the superficial stuff. Why society is going down, we should do something about it. Why is nobody doing something? And I was like, I don't know, I felt a calling to do something for the world, but like nobody gave a shit. Like everybody just went to grill parties, and I found it important to make comics about life, and everybody thought, okay, this guy's just, he's nuts. But that's not what I think, and I was seeing the world in a different way. And mind you, these drawings are from 2016, and from my first Patreon money, like I was supported, I got myself the Watchman and this Dark Knight. Some people say I'm rambling on in my videos, but yeah. And as you can see, what do I have to say? Like, look at this. You can see 16 panel grid going down here. Like here's the grid, 4 panels in this side, 4 panels in this side. These 4 panels are made 4 to 4, like if you can see this, are made into a great shot of Gotham City. And then here another 4x4, 16 panel grid, and beautiful shots, Arkham Asylum, then intensive treatment, then you got the Joker, then you got the medic. And not all the drawings are masterfully, but somehow they are. Like these are just a few lines and strokes, and Jesus, if you could do something like this in a few strokes and lines, like Frank Miller and Klaus Janson and Lynn Varley really deliver. And look at this, like this is, I guess, Harvey Dent, and they unwrap his head and face, and we're just on the first few pages. You have seen nothing yet, and yeah, life in Gotham City has gotten dangerous. Batman is an old guy, but then he thinks maybe he should come back. I don't know if he quit it when Robin got killed, but then he shaves his old man beard and he's young again, at least he says so. And yeah, he decides to capitalize on his childhood traumas. And again, a cool 16 panel grid, slow motion. I'm just browsing through the pages because like, and here his childhood trauma freezing him, and his mother dying, and even here splitting the time even further. Like this is really amazing. And then boom, we go to a great panel. He's standing in the rain, and he is looking up and hearing for his calling. If you have a calling, if you're watching this and you feel, God damn, life has been hard on you, and you can draw or tell stories, or even if you can't draw, drawing can be learned. It's not that fucking hard. And even writing can be learned. I argue maybe it's both are masteries, sure, but you gotta start somewhere. Just freaking start. And he hears the calling that he should come back as Batman, and you should hear a calling, and you should write and draw the comic you always wanted to draw and write. If it's a funny thing, if it's a serious thing, if it's about your life and what you want to do, just put it out there. Just start. Just ask me any questions, and then just study these comics. Like do it like Quentin Tarantino. You don't need a comic school. This is the comic school here, right in front of you. You look at the comic, you start to study, If you don't know what you see, you just comment down below and I will explain what you see and we will go through it together. And yeah, so Batman goes full on taxi driver and takes on again the crime in Gotham City, and he comes back with a vengeance. And yeah, what's there to say? He starts kicking ass. And after the first issue, he feels good that he kicked some ass. And we got introduced to some bigger threats, and this is building. This is going to build, and there are so many small things, like this Batman really connects with the original Batman somehow. Then you have a lot of cool scenes where Batman, I don't know, just... what do I have to say? I don't know what I have to say. Just, it's so amazing. Just get it, read it. It's a recommend. And it's just amazing. Like Batman fighting armed mutants or a street gang and then saving children. But it's also about crime. It's about power. It's about mental states. It's about, I guess, New York from that time. This woman goes, rides in a train and then she gets robbed, and then like Batman comes back with a vengeance. This is this comic, and it's really dark, it's really gritty, and it's where I got most of my, somehow, how do you say, inspiration for this comic. And it's just a long fist fight, gunfights, Batman struggling with his age, but still his values keep him up. And this is like what I love about this comics. Like lately I was struggling through some hard times through Corona, and it's comic like these that remind you that if you have a moral code, you should stand up for what you believe. And when I say that, I mean this in a non-radical way. If you're someone who says something radical, that's mostly not a really good sign, because you should be anchored somehow in reality and for the people. Like sharing is caring, everybody should win, seek first to understand, then to be understood. These are the good things. We should work together, not against each other. And yeah, it's a recommend. And as you can see, I guess this skyline I stole from this comic. This I stole from Batman Year One. I wouldn't call its vibe, because it's not the exact same. It's, I cited it. But the vibe, the colors, the grittiness came from this book, and definitely the colors came from this book. So what else to say? Batman Dark Knight Returns. Batman gets old, Gotham City goes to shit, the whole world too, and Batman doesn't like that, and at the end he finds even Superman. Get it, read it, enjoy it. Till the next video.